G'day guys, Will here, welcome back to the channel. So today we're back in the driver's seat of the Porsche 911 GT3 for the next round of the Porsche Cup in iRacing. So we're around Monza today, which is a track that I'm pretty familiar with from my F1 2018 and 2019 racing, but not a track that I've spent a lot of time in anything other than an F1 car in what some may call a particularly unrealistic simulator. So I don't know whether that's really detrimental or beneficial in this case. Obviously the braking points in the Porsche are completely different from what I'm used to, but I've had a chance to do probably 30 or 40 laps around here over the course of the last week. Done a little bit of playing around with car setups as well, which I think have made a huge difference here. The default OEM setup is quite oversteer prone, and it makes it a little bit difficult to hit some of those apexes on the chicanes and fast corners and things like that. I'm not going to share my setup with you just yet though, because I'm still learning how to do the whole car setup thing, and I don't want to give you guys a bum steer by giving you settings that end up making you slower or something like that. I don't want to sort of try to make out that I'm an expert on car setup when I'm really very new to it myself. But yeah, I'm trying to do it all myself. I've downloaded a couple of different car setups and sort of tweaked and adjusted from there to sort of get a basic understanding of what's going on. But yeah, that's something that we'll definitely be exploring more in future videos. But anyway, let's jump into the car now for qualifying and the race. I'll talk you through the outlap, a few little tips and bits and pieces that I've picked up along the way. And as always, as from about a week ago, we are doing a VR as well as a fixed view perspective of this race. So if you're watching the VR one and you want to watch the fixed screen, there's a link in the description below, and vice versa as well. If you're on fixed screen and you want to watch VR, you can do that with the link in the description below. So enjoy the race, guys. Alrighty, qualifying time. So now, car launches. Now I'm not 100% sure on this, so let me know in the comments, but what I'm finding, most people seem to just sort of clutch dump it from 100% throttle, but what I'm trying to do here, and I probably won't actually do it in the race because I'm not confident with it yet, but if we sort of rev it up to about the rev line and then let the clutch out about half and then sort of power through it, that seems to work quite well. So again, let me know in the comments if that's the right strategy or whatever, but we seem to be able to launch it without bogging down, which is marginally quicker but harder to get right. So I think for this race I will clutch dump it, but it's definitely something that I'm going to experiment with in future races. But anyway, we want to try and take as early an apex as we can get away with to give us an acute angle here. Back on the gas as quickly as you can. Now getting on the gas early on this track is probably more important than any other track that I can think of. You definitely don't want to compromise your exit speed around here because it ruins your entire lap. You can lose almost a second down the back straight just from getting a bad exit. So braking just before the bridge here, about 150 meters. And again, we want to go nice and clean over the ripples here without hitting those little sausage curbs. We do have cold tires at the moment, so I can't really nail everything, but hopefully we'll get a half decent lap in the qualifying session. I think I'm being a little bit ambitious maybe there. But we'll see what we can do. Just want to try and get as much heat into the tyres as I can safely. The seems to take about 3 or 4 laps around here for the tyres to really get up to their full temperature and stickiness. Pardon me, still got that cough. So down here we want to brake at pretty much just before 100 meters, so there's a line in the circuit that you'll see just there, and that's where I'm braking, just before that. Turning in nice and early and then getting on the gas again as quickly as I possibly can. You will find if you've adjusted your car setup to be a little more aggressive, you do get a little bit loose and start to break away through the exit of that turn, so you do need to be a little bit careful. But anyway, I'm going to concentrate now, see if I can get a decent lap here. Screwed that up. Tyres are still a little cold. Everybody's in the same boat though, so can't complain about it. We'll have to see how we come out in the wash. Going to be about a 53 provided I don't screw up this last corner. I gained a bit of time there. Yeah, it's going to be about 53 flat. A little bit over 53.1. Yeah, 53.1. So that's okay. We can go faster though. Oh, not if we spin. Bugger. Oh, well. We did our best. A little bit ambitious there. Unfortunately, I tried to go a little bit too hard and paid the price. Oh, we've reversed into the wall now, too. Oh, well. We'll bring it back into the pits, and hopefully we can make something of the race. We're in 6th position on the grid at the moment, but I'm sure that's going to absolutely plummet, because the second lap, everybody will be a lot faster. But anyway, it should make for an interesting race anyhow. Alright, so we ended up P8 on the grid, which is a lot better than I thought it would be, to be honest. Yeah, I expected to be quite far down after not getting my second lap, because I knew that most people would get a faster second lap. But anyway. Alright, here we go.
Stay calm, focus. Green, green, green.
That was messy.
On your left. Clear left. Left side.
Whoa.
Hold your line. Clear left. Car left.
Oh, we're up to 4th.
Hold your line.
The car alongside us though.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Big gap behind us too by the looks of things, so I'm just going to take it easy.
Nice one, Will. Good start.
Oh no. These cold tyres take a lot of getting used to. Find our rhythm.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.4.
We should get this place back now. Don't you squeeze me. Back end was wanting to break away then.
Drive this. Keep doing it. E4. Time to get defensive, mate.
Well, we survived turn 1 twice. Just got to do it 11 more times. Whoa. that? Yeah, he did.
Excellent. That's about one. The gap in front is now 2.6.
Ah, got off track.
Oh, Will, come on, track limits.
So easy to get an off track there since the update. Apparently, I haven't actually driven since before, but I watched a couple of hot lap videos earlier in the week and it seemed you used to be able to run right off the track there, but not anymore. We've got a big gap behind us now, 5 seconds. Whoa, didn't want to turn then. A little bit late on the brakes, but managed to keep it on the track. Lost half a second though.
51.8.
Should start to find a better rhythm now. The tyres should be well and truly warmed up now. By the end of this lap anyway. 3.1 second gap behind us.
The gap behind is now 2.8.
2.8. They're closing me. I am still taking it easy though.
The leader was just done at 151.2.
151.2. No chance of catching him. My best is a 152.4.
153.5. That's your fastest lap today. The track temps increasing. It's now 36 Celsius.
Whoopsies. That was not good. Still just struggling with consistency with this car. Don't know what it is. Lack of practice to an extent, but definitely not where I need to be in terms of consistency yet.
E4.
Another couple of laps and they'll be right on me.
The gap in front is now 0.2.
definitely a lot slower through turn 1. I know I'm braking early. I don't want to risk spinning. We'll have to pick up the pace soon though.
Gaps now, 0.9.
Back of the car's trying to break away again there. Alright, need to pick it up now if I can. Whoa! The guy behind me got a little bit loose there as well. Right with me now.
Okay, well, don't let this guy distract you. You've just done a 153.4.
Car right. Hold your line, clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Fucking hell, defend these positions.
What? 5 plus 4 for that? Couldn't turn any sharper. I was turning as sharp as I possibly could. That's not very fair. It was a racing incident. I mean, it wasn't his fault either, really, but I couldn't turn any sharper than I already was to get out of his way. There's nothing I could do about it.
The gap ahead is now 0.9.
Halfway. We got around the corner somehow.
On your left. Still there, clear left.
Come on, Will. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
Get him back? I don't think so. Woo! What I'm more interested in is trying to learn from them. Don't think I'm going to beat them. But I'm already way up on where I thought I was going to be for this race, so I'm not going to battle too hard. Oh, he's spun. Back up to 5th again. really want to try and do a 52 lap again. I'm off my pace at the moment, but I also don't want to push too hard and then end up spinning when I'm in such a good position.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.7 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
I feel like the other guys are able to brake heavier than I am without sliding, so I need to work on that in my setup. Oh no! What?
Right side. Clear right.
Oh man. A little bit too much throttle and around she goes. Let's see if we can get this position back. Might be able to. It's a shame though. We're doing so well. I'll brake early here because I don't know what he's doing. Alright. At least now we got a battle. Looks like this guy and I are pretty evenly matched.
No more mistakes. Concentrate.
So I'll observe for a little while, see where he's quick and see where he's slow before we go for a move. I'm not confident to try and overtake into turn 1 without spinning because I know my brake situation's quite different from a lot of these other drivers so far, so oh no, I did it again. Man, come on. Yeah. I don't think he's going to catch me, but not unless I crash again. I really want to beat this guy in front, though.
Yellow flag.
Oh, yellow flag. Oh, he's crashed again. No opportunity to pick up 2 positions now, maybe. Whoa! That's what I was saying about a slightly more aggressive setup is a little bit oversteer prone. I still need to fine tune this setup for this track, I think.
Was at 154.3.
Left side. Clear left.
Get out of the way. He's gonna have to yield. Try and get one clean lap. I haven't been happy with a single lap I've done yet. This could get hairy. Trying to keep in the suck. Oh, he's lost it. Oh man, poor guy. Didn't expect that to happen.
V6, that was 153.4.
Alright. Just gotta keep him under a little bit of pressure. He's definitely quicker than me, but he's also had a couple of spins, so... I'm getting a low fuel warning. Hopefully we got enough. We should do. I did check it and test with it before the race. Have a look here. Should have enough. There we go.
2 laps remaining.
Oh. No. Yeah, I feel like these other guys, they're able to brake later than me and pull up harder without sliding. So there's something in my setup that's just not right. Either that or my brake pressure that I'm applying physically is just wrong, but again, like it's just, yeah, I couldn't do anything about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to yield. Yeah, definitely not gonna get that position back now. Tires are sliding all over the place now too. Definitely still a lot to learn about this car. But I'm pretty happy with 6 anyhow. Dancing all over the place.
10 seconds.
Alright, hold it together for one more lap. The tyres are definitely getting sticky now. Or tacky rather, they're sliding all over the place. I have to take it really easy into turn 1 now. This is my problem, is I'm just not experienced enough with this car to know what its limits are under different sort of conditions. Again, like I broke so early then and I still kept going straight. My Normally in practice I'm braking at the 150 mark and I'm able to pull it up, but yeah, I've just got to learn this car, learn how it behaves under different tyre wear conditions and temperatures and all that sort of stuff. It just takes time. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a single lap that was anywhere near my practice pace, simply because I haven't wanted to risk having a spin or something, even though I did end up spinning, but inexperience is the problem here, and basic lack of skill. But we made it to the end, and we've still got a decent position, so I'm not going to complain too much.
6th place. Okay.
Alright, we'll pull it up. We'll have a look at those incidents in the replay quickly, and then have a look at our results and see what kind of SR and iRating and everything we got out of this. Alright, let's go. So we got a decent start, a lot better than the guy in front of us. And then what happened in turn 1, because we it all concertinaed up pretty heavily. Oh, jeez. Another one at the back there, far out. Come on, fellas. The Vortex car looks nice. Alright, so this is where I got past, and I didn't want to defend too hard. So he got through, and then the other guy went for it as well, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, he went right alongside me, and yeah, I couldn't turn any wider than that. So, a little bit ambitious maybe, but I mean, he did apologise straight away, and I mean, it was, you know, it was just one of those things, I think. It wasn't like he drove into me or anything like that. Have a quick look at it from his perspective as well. Alright, so riding on board with Julian. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't turn any wider. I mean, yeah, it looked like I kind of pushed him off the track, but I was at absolute full lock, so sorry about that, man, if you're watching. Alright, and this is where I had my unfortunate spin, so let's have a look at what happened. I just got wheel spin, just looped it. Rookie mistake. Okay, so this is pretty disappointing, unfortunately. We got minus 11 on our license here, and you can see I'm actually got the prerequisites for Class A now. I just need to do the MPR races and I'll be Class A, but I really didn't want to lose any SR in that race, which is why I was driving so carefully, and I'm a little bit surprised considering we had 7 incident points in the end, though. I didn't realise it was that high, I guess with a couple of off tracks and loss of controls as well on top of that little impact there. So yeah, disappointing with the result there, but we did get plus 18 on our iRating. We're around 1500 now, which is good. And look, overall, I was happy with the overall result. 6th place was good, but yeah, it would have been nice to have been a little bit more consistent and not have that spin obvious as well. Still a lot to learn about this car, but I definitely feel like we went better this week than we did last week at Oran Park. So thinking positive, and we'll come back even stronger again next week. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this week's race. Hopefully you learned as much from it as I did. It was quite a strong display of what not to do again this week, but we are getting faster week to week, and hopefully by the end of the season, we'll be able to stick it to the faster guys and be a lot more consistent. But thank you very much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as well if you haven't already. And I will see you again soon. Bye.